Anthropic just entered Figma territory. And no, not the fake kind, not the cute little make me a pretty screen nonsense. I'm talking about branded prototypes, presentations, landing pages, UI systems, real things that aren't easy to get quickly. Anthropic launched this on April 17th, 2026, and the whole idea is simple. Feed Claude your visual system, then make it generate work that actually follows the rules. It runs on Claude Opus 4.7, and it's available on Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise plans of Claude. It's built to sit between design and execution, so not just creating mockups. There is prototypes, assets, and handoff-ready work. And that matters, because good design is not luck. It's chemistry, inputs, rules, consistency, and control. If the system is clean, the output is clean. If the system is trash, the output falls apart. Simple. You can use it for realistic interactive prototypes, then pass those into Claude Code when it's time to implement. You can also use it for pitch decks, presentations, landing pages, social assets, and campaign visuals. That's already a much broader use case than most AI design toys. So what is Claude Design? This is clearly Anthropic trying to connect visual work and product work in one pipeline. Not just idea in one tool, mock-up in another, handoff in another, and confusion everywhere in between. One chain and less mess. Now here's where the formula starts. First, you build the design system. You can enter a company name and description, then feed it references from GitHub, local code, Figma files, fonts, logos, assets, or a full brand guide PDF. That part matters, because the better the inputs, the less garbage you clean up later. If you already have a real brand guide, Claude can use it to understand your typography, colors, and overall visual identity, instead of infinite asking you or guessing. Then Claude generates the design system draft. You can literally watch it process the brand files, build a task list, and turn those design conventions into something the AI can actually work with. It's not a gimmick, it's a transparent system. After that, you review everything: colors, type, logos, gradients, brand elements. If something is wrong, you mark it, upload the missing asset, tell it what needs work, and it regenerates. Exactly how it should be, without blind trust and with communication. The interface also lets you edit directly. You can comment on specific elements, edit text inline, and tweak spacing, layout, and color live from the sidebar. So you're not stuck regenerating the whole thing every time one detail is off. For teams, it also supports multiple brand guides. And on the collaboration side, the transcript shows privacy controls, sharing, and exports to PDF, PowerPoint, HTML, and more. So the work can actually leave the tool and get used. And I'll get to the file manager. This is one of the more practical parts. Claude stores the uploaded assets, generated HTML files, UI kits, and even documentation style files with instructions tied to the brand system. And if that works consistently, then this is not just a design feature, it's a production layer between brand, prototype, presentation, and implementation. That's the part worth paying attention to. So this is the part that genuinely surprised me. I did not upload a Figma file. I did not write code. I just gave Claude Design a text description of my brand, and it built the visual system from that. Not just one mock-up. I'm talking about website direction, a UI toolkit, logo ideas, colors, components, styles, iconography, hover states, hero sections, all inside one workflow. So here's what happened. I started with nothing but a written brand description. The mood, the style, the tone of voice, the visual direction, the colors, the rounded corners, the overall personality of the brand. And Claude Design turned that into a structured brand system, not vague inspiration. A system I can click through, inspect, review, and edit step by step. You can see it generating the foundation of the brand, breaking the process into steps, showing what it's working on, and giving me real outputs I can open. So the process is not hidden. It's visible, clickable, and easy to follow. And it's not just creating colors and typography. It's building logos, reusable components, interface styles, visual rules, and layout directions that actually feel consistent. That's where it becomes useful, because I'm not just getting pretty screens. I'm getting a toolkit I can use as the base for a real product or website. For example, I can open the generated files and review everything individually. The logos are here, the UI assets are here, the design styles are here, the website sections are here, and I can go through each one without losing the context of the brand. What I like is that everything feels connected. The iconography matches the interface, the colors match the tone, the components match the website style, the hover effects and hero sections feel like part of one system. And if something is off, I can edit it, I can review the outputs, tweak the direction, change details, and keep iterating in the same environment. So it's not just one-shot generation, it's a proper workflow. That matters because most AI design tools only show you a result. This shows you the process, the files, the structure, and the pieces behind it. That makes it much more practical. And then there's the handoff side. All of this can be exported in different formats. Or even better, I can pass it into Claude Code and hand it off to developers to refine and ship. So, the pipeline becomes text brand description, brand system, UI assets, website direction, developer handoff. And that's the part people are underestimating. This is not just AI making a design, it's a bridge between brand thinking, visual system creation, and actual production handoff. No code, no Figma setup, no complicated prep, just a strong text description of the brand turned into something structured, editable, and usable. So if you're a founder, marketer, designer, or product team, this gets interesting very fast. Because you're no longer starting from a blank canvas. You're starting with outputs you can actually work with. I'll ask it to make me a presentation using some free CSV dataset about products. Let's say, give me the most important insights from this data and build it as a designed, branded presentation deck for business. Claude takes the design system, takes the data, takes the brief, and builds a branded presentation around it. Shit! And that is the real value here. It's not a AI made a slide anymore. It made a deck using your brand system, your files, your context, and your data, then turned it into something interactive enough to actually present to a team. Now let's take a look at what Claude actually built here. Honestly, this is pretty solid, especially considering I didn't give it super detailed instructions. It starts with the product and category breakdown, then moves into availability and stock status, and it even pulls out a few discount-related insights on its own. Here we've got SKU distribution by category. That part is fairly expected, but still useful to see laid out clearly. What's more interesting is that it actually spotted a problem caused by the fake data. It points out that the brand field looks wrong at the product level, which is true. That's not really how clean catalog data should look, so that was a nice catch. Then it breaks down pricing across the catalog, which makes the structure a lot easier to read. And here it even mapped out the number of color and size variations. I probably would have placed that earlier in the presentation, but fair enough, it's still useful context. And then on the final slide, it does something I like. It stops describing the data and starts giving direction. The takeaway is basically that this catalog doesn't need more products, it needs structure. Clean up discontinued items, simplify the category tree, fix the brand field, create proper pricing tiers, and standardize color and size naming. That's actually a pretty smart summary for a deck made from a simple CSV. So overall, this is good. I'm happy with the presentation, and if I had spent more than 1 minute writing the requirements, I'm pretty sure it would have looked even better, and even more fully aligned with the style of the brand. If you watched all the way through, drop a comment and tell me what you think about Claude Design. Feel free to leave a like or a dislike. Real feedback helps me understand what works, what doesn't, and how to make these videos better. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more.